Hey guys, it's Nicole and I'm here with some somewhat new news. My goal is to kind of start this new series of pretty much like just the real rawness of motherhood, anything motherhood. This is what this series is going to be including. For example, this video is specifically going to be the differences between having an infant and having a toddler, and then the similarities. Another video idea I had in mind was recording all of my expenses throughout the month with a child, and then at the end of the month coming to you guys with a total and, listing everything that I spent, all my expenses and stuff like that, and kind of just showing young girls who are trying to get pregnant, or other people who maybe want to conceive but don't know if they really have the funds to, or just whatever, just showing those people like the realities of how expensive it is to have a baby. That's pretty much what this series is gonna be. I want to call it Real Shit Motherhood, and or just motherhood. I don't know. That's what this series is gonna be, is just motherhood. Like people have how-to videos, people have, like all those other videos, gaming videos, blah, 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 all that stuff. Well, this is gonna be motherhood, like just straight motherhood series. We're gonna be talking about differences between having an infant and a toddler. So starting off with the infants, you can definitely expect, and this is a no-brainer, you will have 99.9% of the time sleepless nights. Aaliyah woke up every 2 hours when she was a newborn. You can also expect sleepless days 99.9% of the time. She woke up every 2 hours, whether it was day or night, every 2 to 3 hours. She woke up, whether it was day or night. But I feel like it was kind of easier for me as a mom to be awake during the day, just because I'm used to being awake during the day. It's, the sun's out, all that. So I feel like as a mom, when Aaliyah was a newborn, it was easier for me to be up during the day versus when she was up every 2 hours during the night. When she got a little bit older, then she started to mix up her night and days, to where when she did kind of start getting on a regular sleeping schedule, then she kind of mixed up her night and days, where she would be up longer and more often during the night versus during the day. I noticed that I stressed a lot over her feeding schedule. Whether I was breastfeeding or formula feeding, I was always stressed out about how much she should be eating, if she was eating enough, if she was eating too much, when she, exactly she should be eating, if I should put her on a feeding schedule, or if I should just feed her when she's hungry, I stressed about that constantly when she was a newborn and when she was younger. When you have a newborn and you bring them into the family, automatically the newness is going to cause stress in the family and in your relationships, especially when they're newborn and you're just having your baby, and especially if it's your first, you're just getting used to motherhood. Everything's still brand spanking new to you, and I noticed that when Aaliyah was that age, that it was so stressful and so hard on my relationships around the house. I found that me and Maggie were fighting more because of the lack of sleep. Robert was more stressed out. My mom, I don't really recall if my mom was too stressed out, just because I tried really hard not to put off Aaliyah, on her. I really didn't want to ask my mom for too much help, just because I felt bad. But it's just really stressful when you're bringing a newborn into the family. It is going to be hard on your relationships, and especially I noticed with friends, and this wasn't one of my personal experiences, but I noticed through one of my other friends who she just had a baby, and her baby was a newborn, and I noticed that it's really hard for her to kind of connect with her friends like she used to, because she is so concerned with her baby, which is completely and utterly understandable. But it does put a strain on your relationships, because you're going to be spending so much time trying to get used to motherhood and find a normal again, and also you're not going to have time to, you know, go out and hang out with your friends and spend time with them and keep them from being bored, you know. Getting to know babies' habits and patterns. This is a good thing. It's an exciting thing. It's also a really frustrating thing because just like with sleeping patterns, you know, like some babies are going to sleep longer than others, some babies, you know, or they're just going to have different habits and patterns, and trying to learn and understand your baby's habits and patterns, like when they first start happening, it's really exciting, and it's really, you know, like I remember being excited when I was like, you know, like, okay, like I started to understand, like, okay, Aaliyah is waking up every 2 hours, like it's a pattern, you know, like she's, you know, she eats at this time, or she wants to, you know, do this at this time, you know, like I started to learn. And once I started to understand, that's when I got really exciting. But it can be frustrating at first because you're still learning and you're still trying to understand, like, okay, so when's baby gonna wake up? Like, I still need to do laundry, or but I don't know when baby's gonna wake up, or I need a shower, but when's baby gonna wake up? You know, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it can be frustrating, but after you start to understand and you start to learn the baby's habits and patterns, then it's really exciting, and it's almost comforting to know that you know your baby's habits and patterns. Just like I kind of talked about a little bit, you're also going to be restricted a lot more than if your baby were older when they're newborn. For example, we recently just took Aaliyah camping, but a while back when she was younger, I did not feel comfortable taking her camping. We love going camping, we love being outdoors, but I did not feel comfortable taking her camping just because she was so young, so that kind of restricted us, you know, from, you know, going camping, which is fine, but, you know, like, that's what I mean by you're going to be a lot more restricted. There's certain places that newborns just shouldn't be, and, you know, especially, like, if your baby has, like, you know, like, respiratory problems or anything like that. Like, for example, I have a friend who her baby was 5 weeks early, so he has, you know, respiratory problems, and we invited her to go camping with us, and, you know, obviously she couldn't, you know, because baby's got respiratory problems, she can't have him out in the, you know, the wilderness and all that. So you're also going to be introduced to a new love. You will never ever feel anything like the love that you get when you carry this child for 9 months, and then you birth this child, and you go through all these heartaches, and it's just the most amazing feeling when you know, finally get to meet this person, and then, you know, see them and have a visual of them, and it's just like the most amazing love in the world when you get to finally see them. Baby, when they're newborn, they're also going to be way less social. Like, they're not going to be as interactive with you as they would be if they were older. Their main concern right now is sleeping, pooping, peeing, crying, and eating. I don't know if I said eating, but yeah, and eating. And some of the milestones that you can look out for are holding their head up, rolling over, grabbing things, smiling and laughing. Also, it's when your baby's a newborn, you're also going to be faced with a lot of expenses. A lot of people don't realize how expensive formula is. Like, I was lucky enough to be on WIC. That's, you know, like, they helped me buy formula after I stopped breastfeeding, and so, like, they paid for my formula for me, but seeing the total, like, the amount that I would be paying if I wasn't on WIC, like, it's just outrageous. Like, 10 cans of formula was like $130. Like, that is so crazy, and 10 cans of formula does not last long. Okay, so moving on to the toddler stage. Some things that you can look out for or expect in the toddler stage is instead of stressing over a feeding schedule, which you still might, you know, when they're older, but something that I definitely stress over now is I stress over a napping schedule. You're also going to be experiencing more parenting struggles, but what I mean by that is you're not just going to be nurturing and, you know, like, keeping this baby alive. Now it's your job to parent. Now it's your job to turn this little child, oh my god, a spider, Why? Why? Oh God. Here we go. I don't know. I think he's hiding from me. I think he's hiding. I don't know if he's dead. He looks kind of squished, but I think he's just like hiding up against the wall, and I think he's gonna pounce. I'm scared. Now you're gonna be forming this this little person into the person, you know, that you want to raise them to be. Longer nights, you'll probably be able to sleep through the night most nights. There are some rare occasions where baby will wake up in the middle of the night for some reason. Aaliyah does it still. It's sometimes, you know, just because maybe it's too hot in her room, or maybe she has a stuffy nose and she's congested, maybe she's not feeling well, maybe she just had a bad dream and woke up and she's just, you know, not digging it. Why? Where's Sean when you need him? Oh my God. But it's in a crack, so I can't freaking just kill it. It's just in a crack. Like, I can't reach it with my boot. And I am damn well not fucking squishing it with my hand. Oh my God. You can also expect teething. Teething is such a fun thing. Yeah, you can expect fevers, drooling, diarrhea, tantrums from hell with teething. You know, teething just brings it all. Like, just brings out the worst in the baby. So you really can't blame them. It's exciting at the same time that they're getting teeth, but also it's a pain in the ass because it just brings out every worst thing that you could imagine with your baby. Like, everything that's bad that could happen does. You can also have more freedom to involve them in things that you're doing. Like I said before, like with camping, like taking them to the lake or the beach, or taking them to like the fair. Or here, we have like these car races. They're like the Meridian Speedway. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that spider. Okay, so we have like the Meridian Speedway, and it's where like there's just like a bunch of cars, and it's like super loud, and they're like racing and all over the place, and like, you know, like it's just really loud. And you know, like all these places that I've listed that like you're restricted, like I've seen people, you know, take their babies there and stuff, but I personally just wouldn't feel comfortable taking Aaliyah as a newborn to camping, or taking her to the well, I would take her to the fair as a newborn, but I wouldn't feel comfortable taking her to the lake or the beach, or, you know, any place that she could get, like, you know, like, dirty, I guess. Not really dirty, but more so, like, bit by bugs, or, you know, like, anything like that. Yeah. So you do definitely have more freedom when your child's older of going out and doing things and involving them in the things that you do. They're also, as toddlers, once they get older, they are so much fun to socialize with. Like I said, newborns and infants, they're kind of less social, not really interactive, but toddlers, once they hit that stage, then they are just so much fun to socialize with. They say the darndest things. They're just like so cute, do the funniest things. Like, seriously, they're just so much fun to socialize with. Milestones you can expect to look out for are talking, walking, potty training, and big kid cups, and of course teething. They're also little sponges. Toddlers are, they seriously, like, I thought my mom was over exaggerating when she was talking about how once they get to this age, they're like little sponges. But seriously, Aaliyah is like a parrot. Like, she copies everything I say, everything I do, like anything anybody does or says. Like, she is copying them and repeatedly saying it or doing it. So you definitely need to be careful about that, especially if you got a potty mouth. Tantrums from hell. Tantrums that look a little like scratching, kicking, biting, screaming, embarrassing the crap out of you in a store. You are gonna still have some expenses. Things don't, I mean, once your child's out of diaper, I wouldn't know about this because Aaliyah's still in diapers, but I'm sure once they get out of diapers, then it's definitely going to save you on expenses. I know for a fact that when Aaliyah got off formula, then it definitely saved us more money, even though now we're spending money on milk instead of formula. Milk is not $15 a gallon, so that's good. And that spider's getting way too fucking close. Oh my god. I want to kill it. Oh my god. God. Come here, Spidey, Spidey, Spidey. I feel like he's watching me. He's still not dead. That's a fucking invincible spider. This gonna piss me off. Can't kill this fucking spider, and I feel like it's gonna attack me if I don't kill it soon. Don't be afraid, you guys, but it's on you. The spider is on you. Oh my god! Why? Oh my god. I don't know what to do. There's a spider on my fucking camera. I'm scared. Why do spiders always ruin my videos? It's behind you guys now. Oh, it's still there! Okay, I'm gonna go grab my brother. I can't do this. And now it's on my camera.
Do you have some?
It's behind it!
Where's that shit?
I've been trying to kill it with my boob, but it's not working. On my camera, it's behind it, like on the other side.
Oh. Can I move this real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Savior of the day, yeah. Yay. Thank you, Robert. At least I tried. I never usually kill spiders. I usually just run away and scream. So for the fact that I tried repeatedly, it's gotta count for something. Also, even though you are gonna be having your nights back, you're gonna be able to sleep through the night and all that fun stuff, you are gonna be spending all that extra energy on keeping little baby busy and trying to keep them from putting things in their mouth or getting into things or sticking things in places they don't belong. You're gonna be spending all your energy on trying to keep baby busy. Now we're gonna talk a little bit about similarities between the both of them. Some similarities are The love that you have for your child will never change. I don't care how old they get or how young they are. You will always love your child like nobody else. Some similarities are schedule stressing, you know, like you're gonna be still stressing about like schedules. Like, for example, like when Aaliyah was a newborn, I stressed about her feeding schedule. Now that she's a kind of toddler, I stress about her napping schedule. Money struggles. As a mother, things never are cheap. Milestones. Throughout your child's entire life, you will be experiencing milestones. There's always going to be things to look forward to. Then I have like my end note for this video. Motherhood will never be easy. There will always be struggles as you go through your child's life. You will always have things that you face, obstacles you have to overcome. There will always be struggles in motherhood, and it never gets easier, but if you keep going, if you keep pushing through and you keep pushing through all these obstacles and you don't give up, the rewards are so much bigger as you watch your little child, your little infant grow to a toddler and then into a real person. Like, it is so amazing to watch that Aaliyah went from this tiny little newborn baby to this little girl. Like, she is like a little girl now, and it's just so amazing, and it feels so good to see that she's now using manners. She says please and thank you. She, you know, is learning step by step things that she should know as a person, and it's really exciting. You're right now in that stage where you have a newborn and you're sitting here thinking, is it ever gonna get better? Is it ever gonna get easier? Like, in a way, yes, it does get easier, but it's not like things change. It's not like all of a sudden you wake up and one day things are just easier. Your baby is less high maintenance, you know? Like, it doesn't happen like that. You are the one that becomes used to this. It becomes normal, and you'll find your normal. Keep holding on and connect with the people that love you and with the people that are there to support you, because those are going to be the ones that you need by your side. I wish I would have done that when Aaliyah was a newborn. I mean, when she was 3 months old, I went back to her piece of shit dad and went through hell from there, and you know, I had to, you know, learn my life lessons. It does get better. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, and request videos. Also, I really hope you guys liked this video or like the idea of this motherhood series. Even if you don't, I'm still gonna keep doing it because I'm a rebel without a cause. Bye guys.